Hail, brothers and sisters! My name is Captain Meatshield, and welcome back to Attack on Factorio, where science is commencing once again. It is going to be very slow by the looks of things, but we now have a train that is running back and forth all over the fucking Citadel. It is going absolutely everywhere at the moment. Power is still looking a bit shoddy, which is not surprising. Things have bumped back up into production. But I got the Blue Science District operational, and I finished sorting out all of the logistics and everything needed in mutual R&D, so we are actually back on track with research, which is fantastic. And first off, as you can see up on the top right of the screen, is advanced oil processing, because right now all of our research stuff is being a bit shit. Mostly due to, well, most of our production stuff is pretty shit at the moment. Mostly for the fact that we have got, how much have we got here? We've got 20,000 arbitrary units of both heavy and light oil. This is stuff that we can't really make use of. Heavy oil has at least some use with being turned into lubricant, which gets used for making electric engines, and it also gets used to make the top tier express belts and splitters and underground belts, which are the fastest conveyor belts that you can get in the game, at least in vanilla anyway. I'm sure people have made mods where they've boosted the speed of transport belts beyond any reasonable measure, but we are completely out of petroleum gas, which means we have no plastic, and we're now completely out of sulfuric acid, which means no batteries. We do have the train that's running back and forth from along the south of the most internal wall. I could have sworn I put down a radar here. Oh no, the radar's still in my fucking pocket. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? So I'm going to have to take the car up to... Where's the car? Car's down there. I'm going to have to go back up to the Blue Science District and sort that out. But otherwise, things are going quite nicely. I did spend about... I don't know how long it was. It might have been about an hour off screen, just sorting out some basic stuff to do with, like, you know, oh god, I'm dismantling rails. That's not good. Urgh. I tell you what, once you get into Fracture, I'm gonna change up your load, because you don't need fucking 800 batteries per wagon, you greedy bitch. You really don't. So I'm gonna sort you out. Because, yeah, those batteries could be going towards fucking research, which is probably what they're needed for right now, because I don't need laser turrets all that much, because I can't really make use of them until we get started with what's some jigs? Forgetting words. Solar. Solar is what is going to benefit all of our stuff. Okay, there we go. I'm going to give you just a stack of each. The rest of it can go in here. And will most likely all get shipped off to Blue Science for the making of Blue Science packs. I'm just going to dump the rest of these onto the belts, I suppose. Just so that I'm not wandering around with batteries in my pocket, because you keep batteries in your pocket, then they might explode. And that's the last thing I need. I've got the biters trying to kill me. I don't need Duracells doing the same thing. But now that I have the Blue Science operational again, I've been doing a little bit of maintenance on some of the... Ooh, that's a point. I should go and check some more of the mining, because I did have a look around at some places that have been doing various bits of mining. All of the stone in Beltway is gone, so we need to find a new source of stone to supply all of the rail construction and the production of stone bricks. I mean, we got a little bit here, but that's not being boxed into anything right now. There's a good chunk of it right over here, so maybe I could get a train to come into one of the platforms here at Central. Oil supplies over here look like they're doing quite nicely, but then oil has pretty much shut down because there's like nothing going on with most of our oil stuff right now due to the lack of petroleum. And is there any more iron to be found around these rails? There is a bit. Okay, so we're not completely done mining all this stuff yet. So I'm going to plonk you there. Yeah, no. The rest of this is all looking rather good. Although this could probably do with boosting, because the iron production here is starting to get a little bit thin. We are starting to fuel a lot of stuff with the iron that we're burning from around Vickersville. So I'm just going to boost all this with what miners that I currently have on me. There we go. It's not particularly pretty or particularly quiet. Good God, these miners are loud. But it's going to get the job done. And that's all I really care about right now, so let's get some more of this stuff out of the way. So things over here look like they're going quite well. I am going to have to start thinking about finding a nice iron patch that I can start mining and shipping all the ore around by train. Although there is this one here. So I can maybe box all that up and send it off to a nearby station. Maybe the copper smelting. I do need to redesign that and Petros with the new layout. But I'm hoping within the next couple of episodes we might be making a start with actually using logistics robots, which could be fun. And construction robots as well, so we can just lay everything out with blueprints. Where am I going? What am I doing? What needs doing? Probably go and find the car. I left that down in R&D. Fuck. Oh, I ran the whole distance. Fuck, I'm knackered. If only I could automate everything. Oh, wait. Okay, so the first thing I think I need to be doing, I could do with boosting the amount of production that's going up on this. Careful. I could do with boosting the amount of production that's going on up in the sands. That's what I'm trying to say. So I want to grab some more gears. I've already got assembling machines on me, but I have plans for those. That's another 10 there, so that's good. We can completely double up what we're doing up in the sands. I'm sure the bugs aren't going to be happy. My steam engines aren't going to be happy because they're already working as hard as they can. It's nice to have a lot of these internal walls cleared out. I still haven't finished, obviously, as you can see there. But I've got the bulk of it all cleared away. So it's starting to look quite neat and tidy, and those gates are really handy. So I'm really pleased with everything at the moment. Everything's looking quite nice. Let's get over to the sands, because look at this. This is absolutely awful. Let's put in the gate. There. And looks like the copper could do with some work as well. Not only are we still running on... oh god, I haven't got enough to really make any electric furnaces with. Did I hear bugs getting shot? I think I did. I see a little corpse of a spitter. I see a little corpse of a spitter. The melody doesn't quite work, but fuck it, you know what I mean. I'm just going to have everything shut down for now. Move some shit out the way, so that I've got room to work. Like so. Oh no, I powered everything off. This always happens. I should not be left in charge. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough room for all the stuff that I want to lay down. Certainly not without having to move shit around. I might need to go and get myself some advanced circuits and some stone brick. The problem I've had is that I haven't really thought about what stuff I'm going to be... Well, I was getting along with all of the work, just sorting out the... Oh, I never actually put buffer chests here. Why did I not do that? That seems like a very silly decision. Yeah, I got quite preoccupied with setting up all of the infrastructure needed to get the research going again, which is plodding along slowly. It's nowhere near as fast as I would like it. Right, maybe now I can make my way back and actually get some stuff done. So I'm just going to waste an entire episode driving back and forth looking for materials and resources and all the other shit that I need. How many have you got now? You've got 17 and 34. That's not bad. One problem with that train though is it alternates, like it flips because there's only unloading on one wagon down in Mutual R&D for the Blue Science packs, they don't get, like, one wagon stays with its cargo, and then when the next time it comes around, it's got like double the amount it had last time. So it's kind of a bit of a fiddly system at the moment, as is this fucking mess of belts that I've got here. What have I done with this? It looks ridiculous. I'm just gonna have to tear it all up and completely fuck it about. Oh fuck, what's going on over there? Something got blown up! Oh, it was a turret. I'm gonna have to go and inspect that. The bugs have been quite busy trying to demolish everything I love. The bastards. Okay, that should sort things out there. Let's get that linked back up. Okay, iron's running fine. Very nice. I'm not entirely sure on how I'm going to do all the unloading now. Because... I know, I've got an idea. Let's just underground belt some stuff. That'll make things look a little nicer as well. Get some of the clutter off the ground. Ooh! Would you look at that? We've got some fucking science done for the first time in I don't know how many bloody episodes. Fantastic! Now we can actually get things up and running properly again. That is some marvellous stuff, and I only just about had enough inserters for all this. Oh, it's a tough job doing all this shite. And now everything's working again. Lovely. Let's wait for all these furnaces to start working. I think I might need to expand my copper fields, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the walls alongside them. I'm going to encase the entire fucking thing. So the sands is going to be huge for a little while, until I run out of walls. Alright, well that should be enough miners to keep things running for a little bit longer. About 10 of them there. So that should do it. Now, the production here still isn't absolutely fantastic. I'm probably never going to expect it to be, because, as stated before, this isn't about running the most efficient factory in the world. This is about having a little bit of fun making a nice little world. So, I don't think the sands are going to get expanded upon anymore. I'm going to leave it with this assembly setup. If we need more green circuits further down the line, I'm just going to build a new district for it. I'm going to build another one. And we might play around with like a slightly different layout, see if we can get things a little more streamlined and a little more efficient that way. But I think it's time to get down to Factorio, and we're going to start playing around with the crack implants, and we're going to get oil systems back up and running again, and oh yes, all this good stuff. First off, I meant to do that. I've got to replace this bloody... Oh, I see what the problem is. The biters have evolved up to the big variants. See, small, medium, blue ones, they're the big spitters and big biters. I think I did have some trouble with some biters earlier while I was busy doing all of the rail stuff. I'm out of ammo, so I can't actually do anything about it yet. Here we are, back in Factorio. I'm going to change over these recipes to advanced oil processing, which means that these refineries now need to have water pumped into them, but it also changes up the ratio of what stuff we get. So basic oil processing, you get 3 each of light oil and heavy oil, and you get 4 petroleum gas. It's nice, that kind of prioritizes the petroleum gas a little bit, but you end up with huge stocks of light oil and heavy oil if you're not finding a way to use them. Which, considering you can't do much with light oil and heavy oil to start with, I mean, you could turn them into solid fuel, but I don't really see the point in that. Then you can use advanced oil processing, which gives you 1 heavy oil, gives you 4.5 light oil and 5.5 petroleum gas, which is a much better ratio for things. Boop and boop. So now they're running, and now we can start with the cracking of light oil into petroleum gas, and we can start with the cracking of heavy oil into light oil. I'm not going to need too much in the way of the heavy to light oil ones, because we're not, now that we've switched over to advanced oil processing, whatever it fucking was, I can't remember, we're not going to be producing much heavy oil, and we're still going to need some for lubricant further down the line once we can get the oil tankers in when 0.15 comes around, which I'm really hoping this series is going to last that long. Oh, lasers are going. Hi bugs, hi bugs. Oh, that's a lot of you. I need to do an ammo run, I think. Oh, I left ammo up in the fucking box in fucking Turing Sands. Oh, god damn it. Here we go. Cracking plants are now in operation. So our petroleum gas storage should start going up, the light oil should start to deplete, and the refinery should fire up once again. Oh, it would help if I actually connected the heavy oil up to the fucking cracking plant, wouldn't it? Oh god, I'm a dozy twat. Okay, things are running again. Fan-fucking-tastic. This is some good stuff. We've got plastic again, which is all good and groovy in my books. We're not really producing sulfur at the moment. Hopefully once the petroleum stocks build up a little more, then it will get down to the sulfur plant, and we can actually start getting sulfur again. But for the time being, I'm going to consider myself quite pleased with what's been done. So first things first, I think, well, not first things first, I'm getting towards the end of this fucking video, so it's certainly not first things first. But, bloody trees. I'm just gonna, like, clear out all of the trees from within these walls. Maybe not all of them, but, you know, a good chunk of them. I want to leave some in to make the place look nice. I'm gonna come back up here, I'm gonna collect all of the stuff that got left. All the stuff that got left behind. All this shite. Because I think there was a turret that I didn't load up with ammo here. There was. But everything looks like it's going okay. Where there are laser turrets, even though the power system isn't quite set up for everything like that yet, it is doing quite nicely. So I've got no complaints about the current defense system, but I do want to do something about it. And the next district to be set up, I'm going to redo this turret line as well. While I'm here, how do I... Is it shift to... Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's shift to change your blueprints. Okay. The next district that I will be setting up is going to be for building all of the power stuff. It's going to be for building more steam engines. It's going to be for building solar panels, electric poles, substations, accumulators, steam engines and boilers. And there's going to be some additional infrastructure there for building things like pipes. which should be good. It should... Yeah, fucking walls! Once we get this like power district, for want of better words for it, set up, then we can actually start making use of the solar technologies. I'm not entirely sure on how I want to sort those out yet. There are various different ways I've thought about doing it. I've thought about just placing down either just one large solar field or multiple large solar fields everywhere and just kind of expand them as and when needed. I've been thinking about setting up like just kind of like little self-contained districts, like little small little solar farms that would just be dotted about the landscape, and would kind of like be nestled in between like various bits of rail junction, like maybe one in between these sections of rail here, or oh, I just realised you can see the repair pack thing on the map, so I can actually point, because I don't like having my cursor on my videos. Or I've been thinking about having like the solar farms dotted about the place, but having like the accumulators and maybe some additional solar panels running alongside the rails. Depends on how I could get that to work. I'm not entirely sure yet. I haven't really play tested anything like that. Ah, that might be why I'm not getting any more petroleum. I haven't plugged up outputs on all this stuff. I really am shit at this, aren't I? There we go. That should have things sorted. How's sulfur and plastic production now? Things going well? I hope they bloody are. I've been stressing about this stuff for weeks. Right, there we go. We've got 4 chemical plants that are processing light oil into petroleum gas now. I'm hoping that this is going to do the trick and maybe we can get sulfur up and running again, but at the moment it doesn't look like it. Maybe if I can play around with some of the piping. Is that going to help things? It is a bit. So that's something. Doesn't seem to be taken away from the plastic production, which is good. So, yeah, I think I might be quite satisfied with that. I'm going to put an underground pipe here, though, just so that I can run through if needed. Makes things a little easier on me. I am coming towards the end of my hour, which is a shame again. Not a lot felt like it got done. It was mostly showing off the things that I had done in my spare time. I am going to go back up to the Blue Science District though. I want to put this radar in before I forget. So away we go. And I think I've managed to scout out a location for my next district, which has been planned out, of course. And that will be for the production of power system stuff. So once we get that sorted, we can get solar panels and accumulators in place. We can really make an improvement on the power systems. And oh, hello, Mr. Rock. I was looking at the mini-map. I wasn't looking at you. Yeah, we need to get some more stone stuff sorted out, because I will need stone for this new district as well. So, oh, actually, no, you're a bit too. I mean, you're a nice big size, both of you. You guys are both fucking huge. But I think I'm just going to have you for mining districts. I'm not going to be building, like, proper production areas. We'll plonk this radar down. Slap bang in the middle. We can get some telemetry out on the west. Hopefully maybe a little bit more up onto the north, because I think this radar is a little further north than the one in Shearing Sands. So, hopefully, that will work out quite nicely. But, down here, this big copper deposit here, and maybe this iron as well, I think I'm going to put towards the new power district. So we'll probably build it slap bang here, right round about here, right next to this little splodge of oil as well. So it means that next episode, we're going to have to go on some biter hunting. We're going to be going on a spree. Because we're also going to need to bring the rails down from here, because I want to connect them up with R&D, and then eventually have like an offshoot line coming out from Beltway to join up with that. There's plans in motion. I'm quite looking forward to getting all this stuff worked out. I really am pleased with how things are going. Everything is really starting to expand, and it's looking quite intricate and It's looking really good. I'm really, really pleased with this. Which I think I do say quite often. I've got like various offshoot junction areas all prepared in case trains are going to be going off in various different directions. This one coming south here most definitely is. I'm not sure about this one from Chewing Sands, but then if I want to mine all of this stuff, it would probably be helpful to have like an offshoot from somewhere or other. So maybe that's what we'll use that line for. But I think, yeah, we'll crack on with some more stuff in the next episode, and hopefully once we get like power system stuff sorted, we can rely more heavily on laser turret defense, which means I will be more content to actually get the walls finally finished, and we'll start sorting out automated repair and loading of everything with roboports and logistics robots and construction robots. So, things are going to be fun, I think. Where is the train for this? It's taking its bloody sweet ass time. Doesn't look like it's loaded up with electronic circuits, though. Oh, shit. Maybe that's what the problem is with half of this research stuff, which I should probably actually get back on with, because I haven't done any of this stuff yet. Oh, substations. Perfect. I want to research those. I want to build those, actually. So that'll do. But I think I'll leave this episode off here, and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Let's Plays or metal covers from me, you can check out the playlists that are on the channel. Hello, train. And you can follow the links in the description below to follow me on social medias. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Fucking damn it! I thought I'd come and play this instead of Slain because it was stressing me out. Oh, what a poor decision this was. Oh, there are circuits on it. That's nice. Still not many.